If you're an ADHD entrepreneur and you've tried journaling and meditation and morning routines, but you've felt like you've wanted to throw your phone across the room, then this video is for you. But before we dive in, hey, I'm Jen. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, mindset expert, and manifestation coach, and I help ambitious female ADHD entrepreneurs easily scale their businesses to multiple six figures and beyond while actually working less hours. Because we didn't start our business to work more and make less. We started it for true time and financial freedom, and that's what I help you do. I went from stuck at 75K per year for 3 years straight to easily scaling to multiple six figures and beyond while actually working less hours. Most weeks, I only work 25 hours per week or less, and I want to show you how to do that as well. In today's video, I'm breaking down why traditional mindset routines fail ADHD brains and the one thing you can do that actually works with your neurodivergent wiring. So, you've already tried the traditional mindset stuff. You've tried affirmations and journaling, and you've tried all these things, and you just get so frustrated. And they don't feel like they work. And you're like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? And that's the thing is our ADHD brains automatically go to what's wrong with us? Why is it working for everybody else, but it's not working for me? And I felt that exact same way. And the problem is traditional mindset work is set up to be successful for people who are not neurodivergent. And even the non-neurodivergents, those neurotypicals, even a lot of them struggle with traditional mindset routines. And the thing is they're not made for our neurodivergent brains. I don't know about you, but if you sit down to meditate like I do, your brain does not shut off. You keep telling yourself, okay, quiet my mind. And then it's quiet for a few moments. And then all of a sudden you just bombarded. I got to do this today. Oh, what am I having for dinner? Oh, I got to call this client. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. And then you get frustrated and then you stop trying to meditate because you're like, well, it doesn't work for me. Same thing with journaling. Some days you can do it, some days you can't. Same with those morning routines. Maybe you're like I used to be, and you could be really, really good at it for 2 or 3 days. And then all of a sudden you skip a day and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Or you struggle, you lack that dopamine hit to actually go out and do it in the mornings. And then all of a sudden you're not doing it at all. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm a failure. Why is this not working? And that's because it's not made for our brains. We have busy brains that struggle with routine, that struggle with sitting quietly, that struggle with journaling, affirmations, whatever it is. We don't have the willpower or that ability to just go out and do things like neurotypical people. So if you're sitting there trying to follow these specific routines and do morning routines and you're struggling, it's not because you're broken. It's not because there's anything wrong with you. These just aren't designed for you and how your brain works. That is why I was so excited when I happened to find hypnotherapy. It just happened to fall into my lap, literally. I happened to see this person offering to give away a few hypnosis sessions. Didn't know anything about it. My only real experience with hypnosis was those stage shows where I went up on stage and they made me cluck like a chicken and do crazy things. So I really had no experience. So I just, something told me I had to enter this draw. And lo and behold, guess what? I won 3 free sessions. And in that first session, of course, with my experience with mindset work in the past, I was like, not going in with great expectations because I had struggled with things. But when I had my first hypnotherapy session, it was crazy how different it felt to my brain. Because during that time, it was okay if my brain was wandering off. It was a session that was interactive and it had me thinking and doing things throughout the whole process. But even though my mind wandered once in a while, it was always kept getting pulled back in. And even when it wandered, I still at the end felt like something was different, actually drastically different. And in that first session, I worked on my lack of self worth and self concept. I created a belief at just 3 days of age. I discovered in my first hypnotherapy session that told me I wasn't worthy and deserving of good things. It literally was able to go into my subconscious mind and ask it, hey, why is Jen struggling? Why is she struggling with money? Why is she struggling with business? Why can't she have what she desires? And my subconscious mind literally popped in and said, oh, because she doesn't feel worthy. And it showed me why. And it allowed me to see it from a different perspective. Because at 3 days of age, I don't have the cognitive processes I do now as an adult. So being able to go in and see that in other moments throughout my life and my childhood, when I reinforced that belief, I was able to take away the power that that belief had. And I was able to go in and give myself new belief systems. I removed that old belief that told me I wasn't worthy and deserving. And I actually went in and replaced it with beliefs that said, yes, you are worthy and deserving of success, of wealth, of happiness, of love, of all those good things. And the moment I came out of that hypnosis session, I felt amazing. I felt like I'd had this surge of happiness and dopamine, and I just felt absolutely amazing. And I actually get this surge of dopamine every single time I do a hypnosis session. It's like it's filling me full of these feel good feelings. And right away, I started seeing things differently in my business. And I started changing and acting differently and showing up differently and doing things differently. And because of that session and the ones that preceded it, where I continued to remove these limiting beliefs, my life just kept getting better and better. And my income improved. I started making more money. I started working less hours. And pretty soon, I created a multiple six-figure business working just 25 hours a week or less, all because I worked through those limiting beliefs and I did it easily through hypnotherapy. All of a sudden, I wasn't forcing myself to journal. I wasn't forcing myself into morning routines. I wasn't forcing myself to do anything. And it actually felt good and it was quick and easy. 10 minutes a day, whenever I found time to do it. I didn't have to do it in the morning. I like doing it in the morning. I literally wake up, I listen to my morning hypnosis, and it gives me that dopamine boost that I need to really take on the day in amazing ways. But I didn't have to work against my brain. I worked with my brain. And I wasn't the only one seeing these big results. After getting certified myself in hypnotherapy, I started using this with my clients, and they started seeing the same results, especially my ADHD clients. I used to work with both neurodivergent and neurotypical, but I really noticed the biggest difference in those with ADHD like myself. All of a sudden, it was like there was this big relief when they felt like something was actually working with their brain. They didn't have to no longer do the journaling and the affirmations and try and do these, long drawn out routines. They found that they could simply do some hypnotherapy, remove those limiting beliefs, naturally increase their dopamine, and actually get shit done. My clients, like myself, started increasing their revenue. Most of my clients doubling their revenue while actually reducing their hours. All of a sudden, they felt like they weren't something wrong with them or that they weren't behind or that this wasn't meant for them. All of a sudden, it started to feel easy because when you go in and remove your limiting beliefs at the source, magic starts happening in your mind. When you remove those beliefs like myself that says, you're not worthy of success, all of a sudden you remove those blocks. You start removing the money blocks that tell you money is evil, people won't like me if I'm rich. You remove blocks that tell you it's not safe to be visible. It's not safe to make a lot of money. It's not safe to be myself. And when you start removing all these limiting beliefs that are in your mind, you allow yourself to have success with ease. You allow yourself to make more, to work less, to have a bigger impact, to really step into that successful business owner that you want to be and have that success you want to be. And you get to do it easily and effortlessly. There's this myth going around that you have to work hard for success. And that's all it is. It's a myth. It's a belief system that we've been told by our parents, by our grandparents, who, yes, grew up in an era where most of the time you did have to work hard and you worked, till you were 65 and you got your pension and then you could retire and enjoy life. But things have changed because of the internet, online businesses, YouTube, all these things. Success has never been easier to achieve. I see multimillionaires out there every day, multiple six-figure business owners, clients that I work with that are scaling their businesses to multiple six figures and beyond and actually working less hours because it's no longer about trading time for money. There's so many ways that we can leverage ourselves and grow and scale and create wealth and freedom and do it in a way that's easy and fun and feels good. But we need to remove those limiting beliefs that are telling us that that's not available to us. Because if you're stuck at the same income level, if you've been struggling and working long hours and you've been hustling to get your business to where it is, but you've been struggling to move past, it's not because you're not working hard enough. It's not because you don't have the right strategy. It's because something going on in your subconscious mind is telling you that's not available to you. And because of your ADHD brain, there's even more going on. We struggled as kids. I know I did, and my clients have. We try to fit into the neurotypical world. We try to mask ourselves, to put it all inside. I don't know about you, but I was the golden child on the outside, trying to prove myself, trying to mask things, trying to be perfect and fit in. But in the inside, I had anxiety, I had depression, I had my mind constantly going, Jen, you have to be perfect. You have to do this, or people aren't going to accept you. People aren't going to like you. You have to fit in. Don't be too loud. I heard that so many times. Don't be so loud, Jen. Why are you so obnoxious, Jen? Why are you like this, Jen? And so I would keep kind of pulling myself in and trying to fit in. So our ADHD brains have all this going on, plus all the stuff that's happening around us that's feeding us, telling us, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? But when you take the time to easily remove those limiting beliefs, that's when life gets to be easy. Making money gets to be easy. Business gets to be easy because you're no longer holding yourself back. I don't know how it shows up in your life, but for me, it was procrastination and perfectionism. I knew what I needed to do, I had the strategy, but I wasn't doing it. I was putting it off. I was trying to do it perfectly. Oh, it's not quite ready yet. Oh, you know what? It's scary. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. But when you remove those limiting beliefs, you just show up. Like before, I never would have been able to get on camera and talk to you like this and share and charge, what I charge and put myself out there. I would have been like, yeah, I can't do that. Oh no, no, today I'm too tired to do a YouTube video. But now you just do it. And that's the magic of removing those limiting beliefs. And it's the magic of doing it with hypnosis for our ADHD and neurodivergent brains because it gets to be easy. What if you woke up every day happy to listen to a hypnosis audio and you were excited to do it because you knew you would feel better after and it would boost your dopamine naturally? And then you could go out and take action and you could do all these things in such a short period of time and then spend the rest of your day actually enjoying life. That's how my life is. I spend a few hours a day working on my business, working in my business, and then I'm actually out there enjoying it. I'm reading books because I love doing that. I'm out enjoying nature. I'm going to the mall in the middle of an afternoon because it's not busy that time. And that's what's available to you as well. And just know that the success you want, the wealth you want, the freedom you want is available to you. Even if you're neurodivergent, even if you're ADHD, we just have to do things a little differently because a normal mindset routines, normal ways of doing things are not created for our brains. They're not even created for some neurotypical people. Some neurotypical people struggle with mindset routines because it puts you in a box. It tells you you have to do this. You have to meditate, you have to do this, you have to quiet your mind. Whereas you don't have to do those things. You just have to remove those programs at the source. And you can do that easily through hypnotherapy. And then you can start living your life. Just imagine what your life will be like in 2026 if you remove those limiting beliefs that were silently holding you back, silently sabotaging you. What could your business and life look like? I want you to think about that right now. Picture that and know that that is possible for you. And if that sounds amazing and you're ready to create that life, you're ready for 2026 to be your best year yet, the year you create your more wealth, more success, more abundance while actually working less hours, make sure you hit the subscribe button and check out my other videos because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And also make sure to connect with me on Instagram. Link is in the description below. I'd love to connect with you over there. And please make sure to send me a message. I love connecting with my followers. Otherwise, I'll see you back here again in the next video.